It's not the brightest, but you
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Laugh. Oh, shit.
I forgot to put it back in here.
What happened?
Wait. You guys both have the same flag. I just realized that. What?
Kenny, what?
Kenny, are you good?
Wait, Kenny, what did you say?
They
What did he say?
flag.
I'm smoking crack, y'all.
Kenny?
No, Kenny.
Kenny?
Does he know?
Ask me to
He didn't know.
perception check.
Kenny said, "Wait, I just realized you and Garrett have the same flag."
Wait, that's crazy.
That's
Mod check?
crazy.
Hello?
My
Mod check?
God. Woo.
That's all I stream to.
Yeah.
At least the sound was, I think.
Clip it and ship it.
I was gonna beat myself.
Legal is still drunk on beer. Beer.
Yeah.
Whatever that was.
Hello and welcome to Who Starts It Anyway, a show where a bunch of casual players play Dungeons and Dragons not so casually. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Garrett. This is our campaign, Ashana Rising. Last time in the Ashana, we had the stunning conclusion of the Kraith Gondar fight, where Kraith was able to soothe whatever was going on with Gondar, whatever. Won his fight, so that's all that matters. Then, our favorite NPC, Kelpsidor, showed up just to, I guess, belittle Poppy for a little bit. But then he also left a letter for Gleeble, so Gleeble plot happened a little bit, I guess. Basically, Kelpsidor said, "Yo, I don't want the crown, but if you want help getting the crown, I can help, I guess. You just won't like it." Then the famed Godric versus Sabir and also Otto and Ingevald were there. Fight happened where Otto stole the glory from Godric. But they won, and that's what counts. And
I want to be too.
basically, yeah. So they moved on. Then everyone, was there an exhibition match? Yes. Probably, right? I'll think about that in a second. But then, we had, we had Zerum versus Gradius, where Gradius just one-shot a co-captain. No big deal. A lot of one-shotting in these exhibition matches. Not really getting a lot for the crowd. Then the group. Then we. What did we do next? Okay, so everyone kind of broke out into different things. Godric and Otto went and did their short resting thing back to the castle. Mostly because Godric was pouting and Otto was pouting too, I guess.
3 hours.
Namira and Maida went on their first official date or something. And then going steady. Almost official. Wraith went to the bar. Surprised to see Gondar there. Wasn't who he was looking for. Gondar said, "I don't know what happened," and everyone at the table said, "Probably you're Ashana." And Crate said, "I don't understand."
I diagnosed you with Ashana.
And Ashes was about to explain, but why did Crate's artifact go so weird? But then we cut back to the other group. The other group.
No, that was my clip. That's the cliffhanger. Finish the sentence.
He almost explained. That's what I said. Is that not what I said?
No, but that was actually the last scene. I think there wasn't a cut last.
No, the last scene was what Poppy saw, but we'll get there.
You're right.
But our other group was shopping. Went to first. I went to Lady Miss Sharktooth, where they
Look at diamonds.
learned her diamonds were just rocks all along. Sad times.
Like diamonds in the sky.
But don't worry, Aurelian already had a ring. Let's see. Then Poppy was buying a gift for somebody, but Gleeble said, I wanted those flying boots instead. So now Gleeble is committed to helping Poppy with finding a new gift for her friend. And the last thing that happened is that as they were going to look around some more, Poppy just looks around and sees the princess staring at her, got caught and started running away. But the scene that we're going to jump right to is Crazy Ashes.
What did you say?
Crazy Ashes. Ashes says, what do you know about your artifact there?
So just kind of like rubbing my abdomen. Tattoo.
Right. Well, my older brother told me a lot about the other founders' artifacts, including yours. But it was believed to be some runes crafted by the giants, stolen from the dragons, or something like that.
It's a very complicated history.
Right. Well, my theory is, educated guess, we'll call it, is that your artifact is not, like, for a better word, your current direction that your Ashana is taking you. And is beginning to reject you for, hopefully, what it thinks will be a better match for it. A darker Ashana.
Oh.
Such as the one that Gondar exhibited during your match.
Are you saying it's trying to leave me, or is it trying to destroy everything around me?
Hard to say. Don't really know the feelings going through you. I think you'll know soon whether it's trying to force you back onto that path or abandon you. So, never really. There's not many cases where an artifact is that sentient. But there's not so many artifacts of Dendar, so.
Doesn't exactly speak to me. So I'll interpret its actions as it reveals them to me, I suppose. But any artifact that makes me feel that sort of bloodlust for one I call friend is not an artifact I wish to have on my person. So,
Yeah. Well, removing an artifact can be dangerous, we'll call it.
I'm trying to think how I want to approach this one. It was name dropped before, right? I know Kaiser's artifact is Dendar related too, right?
Yep.
I know that.
Mm-hmm.
So, as make sure not to make eye contact or purse my lips and accidentally mouth the words in front of poor dear. Kaiser perhaps dealt with something similar.
It took Kaiser a long time to master his artifact. Truthfully, he's only mastered it in the last year or so. But the origins of his artifact are a bit different. The only relic that was retrieved out of the Forbidden Dungeon.
Was it not bare cause for alarm? There be an artifact of Dendar in there and in possession of a founder. In the possession of the grammar.
I would not think so. It's don't maybe hold names again. Is Dana
Went through this
found?
not too long ago, and I don't
You
remember
know?
either.
Conspiracy theory, all this sort of, world-ending stuff is an attempt by Garrett to cull all the NPCs to make it easier to remember the names.
But then they just keep getting brought back up again. It's just ruining everything.
And we're sad about them, and we keep talking about them.
We keep mentioning Malaras and Murlaras and anyways.
Stars and the Gondars and the Galdars. Gosh darns.
Gosh darns. The dwarf Thurnick he was often at other ends with my brother. But in truth, all the founders had gotten their artifacts separately. They didn't get them together. But Thurnick was a good man. The Solar Guard was named in his honor for his integrity. So if it troubled him so, it's at least able to be mastered in a way that's to be tamed for a while. Creed never mentioned any troubles with that artifact.
Great. Just what I needed now. Another savage beast lashing out at the world around it. Now,
Well-
I have no other advice on how to tame this, then I suppose I shall introspect my way out of this one.
Other than showing your artifact that's your way is the right way is probably the only way to truly win Timber.
Well, I have one success, so hopefully two more that makes it like an auto win,
Auto?
A 3 success, 3 fail sort of thing, like a death save. Okay.
Well, good luck with that.
Right. Any other soul in this room I care about?
Mida is in room.
Oh, hey, what's up, bro? Didn't see you there.
Howdy.
That guy's knee deep in the mirror plot. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit further than a knee, but
Well,
Me?
relatively, my knee's not that long.
I gave
if
you
we-
an inch, you took a mile, Garrett.
I'm mighty deep in it.
All right, he didn't take the bait. All right, we're moving on.
Speaking of being mighty deep in it, Namira turns to you and says, Mida, what is it that you wish to do after you're done adventuring? And I've found myself thinking about that a lot lately.
Well, I don't know if I've thought that far. My ambition is just to be a collector with rare gems and artifacts and materials and the like. And adventuring was just a means to unlock better resources to gather those materials. I haven't really thought much past like what happens when I'm done adventuring. How about yourself?
Don't know. Figured I'd be always useful as a broker of peace. But
Well, at some point, you're going to have to broker that peace within yourself. And I don't think that's going to be very sustainable if you become the broker of peace for all the kingdom for however long you can.
well, I did have ambitions of being on the royal court one day.
Why do you say that like it's the past tense?
Clearly, there are others more suited to it than myself now. At the end of the day, I failed. I lost. That was my moment to show that I was more than just a pretty face for the king.
Well, I don't know if this was like the one opportunity, like the one shot that the tryout for the royal court. If there's something that you were wanting to do, I don't think that there's anything in this world that you won't be able to do.
I suppose, but and it's got me thinking about why I want to do anything.
I think that's another conversation for yourself entirely. If your why is gone, then I don't know if you still should be pursuing such a goal.
Just wanted a better life for my family outside of those tracks. Done everything I can to make sure that my family survives.
How noble! It's always good to keep your family and keep your family close to you and protect whatever you can protect.
And what do you protect? Your rare gems?
I don't know if I would protect them per se. It's definitely like a mission that I like to hold dear, but at the end of the day, I mean, they are just kind of material possessions. I'd do many things to procure more, but nothing that's not replaceable with another sort of fascination.
And what's of your friends? Are they the rest of your ivory packed rare gems or a passing fascination?
I don't know if I have an answer for that yet. When I first started, they definitely were just a passing fascination. Just like I said, a means to an end, just to get me more items and precious materials. But I found myself in quite a few situations that brought me not benefit to myself, but benefit to the group to stay alive. Which it might just be me being self-righteous and wrapping it up because I'm not very I don't have a whole lot of offensive prowess here when it comes to survivability. So maybe me keeping them alive is just me trying to protect myself because when I get face to face, I not really equipped with skills to avoid that and win.
You haven't spoken much of your friend Hugor. You two arrived together, along with Kraith and Shoni.
We did.
Has that loss affected you?
I'd definitely say it has. It makes me think a little bit more and not just be kind of gung ho and doing whatever. I've sought mastery within the chaos that we both know is well within my power to handle it and not just kind of see what happens like a happy-go-lucky young adventurer like I used to be, relatively speaking. Whereas now that I've gotten a little bit of mastery and I can kind of within limits control it, I definitely think more of what's best for the situation and not just kind of enjoying and reveling in the chaos, which I used to.
Finding stability in chaos, I suppose.
What was that second one?
Finding stability in chaos, I suppose.
I would agree with that statement. I think chaos has the potential to overcome anything, but as you know, just by the title of it, it's also can make a mess out of no mess.
I know I'm at a similar crossroads, I think. Trying to determine what is a passing fascination and what is a rare gem for myself as well.
It's going to be different for everybody. Just really kind of think about who you are and who you want to be and where you want to be and how that relates to your overall goal, which to me right now I would guess that it's to make sure your family's safe. So if that gem is helpful in that endeavor, it might be useful to keep it around, maybe polish it a bit. But if it's not, maybe something pretty to look at and educate yourself to find a real gem in the future rather than just one that looks pretty. Could be fake on the inside.
Yes, my family was always going to be a gem for me. You were a passing fascination to try and figure out, but with a little bit of polish, I think you could be a gem indeed.
You flatter me with your words.
And just like that, Courtier just slams the table and says, "All right, time for the next fight." Just interrupting that moment completely as he just bellows throughout the tavern. The entire tavern begins to exit, and even including Trippy as she begins to gesture people out, saying that she wants to see the next fight as well. Basically you can tell that this is the fight everyone's been waiting for. As a lot of this crew has been mostly sitting out a lot of these fights. Didn't care much unless it was their guild members. But this is the one fight that it's apparently everybody between Valar and Malar that everyone has been waiting for.
I'll burn a use of gym flight to get there quicker.
You begin to exit the tavern. Namira gestures to you, might and just says, "Shall we make an appearance?"
Well, I do in fact want to see it, but if you don't want to go and see the fight, then I'll take that as a little more priority than actually watching it myself.
Might as well let this fascination take hold for a little while longer. As you put your hand and begins to head to the door.
Fluttering with her.
Yep. Heading to the other group being Otto and Godric. Otto, you awake, quote unquote, from your nap, your short rest, you begin moving again.
We boot back up.
Windows starting noise.
How many seconds to start up? Performance good.
How many minutes to midnight?
Otto, do you just kind of wait for Godric in the courtyard, or do you go down to his room?
I'm gonna wait for him.
All right. Godric, same thing. You wake up after your short rest, probably very restless and mostly staring at a wall.
Yep. I just sat there the whole time.
Last 5 minutes. Oh shit! I need to heal.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What's going on today?
The only thing left is the exhibition match.
Okay, and I would obviously know that's happening, so
Yeah.
I would probably start to muster that way.
All right. So you and Otto meet in the courtyard.
Yeah.
This was a short rest, right?
You both got a short rest. And Craig, you got your short rest too. Still, I think we mentioned it last time.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't think anyone else mentioned needing a short rest, but
Sure.
Otto, Godric, do y'all say anything to each other as you meet in the courtyard?
I'm too ashamed still.
Godric, am I a bad person?
Donk. Well,
just-
before we can say evaluate what kind of person you are, we must first ask if you indeed are a person.
We doing this now? We doing this now?
What?
My thoughts exactly.
I mean, what constitutes a person?
I don't have time for this.
Okay.
You might go check out my library sometime if you have any big questions.
Okay. We'll talk about this later then. I don't think you're in the mood for this. Yes? No? Later?
We'll put a pin in it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll put a pin in it. Got it.
Otto's probably thinking, I'm running out of pins. Places to put them.
Otto
What
has
if
0
I-
pins.
What if I address some of these things I've been pending?
Otto has never addressed anything.
Oh man. Now over to our group. Bobby, you again have noticed the princess herself. She looked to be watching your group, and when your eyes connected, she started running away.
I'm going to chase her down.
Without saying anything to Ruby and Gleeble, just checking to make sure.
Yep. I'm just gonna go for it.
Awesome. So Bobby just starts sprinting away past you, just kind of pushing through the crowd. Just all of a sudden, Ruby and Gleeble.
That sounds like something I
Hey,
would
where you
do.
going?
Do we notice her friend?
You don't notice the friend.
Okay.
What direction is she going? Like, is it toward the competition?
It is away.
It's away.
Yep.
Can I run after her? Can I follow her?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
I am pursuing. I don't say anything to Gleeble. I just run.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
And Gleeble can follow if you want.
I like it.
Oh, we're running now. Nice. We'll find the gift even faster.
Anyways, I want coming out of the scene as this is happening, as the crowd begins to move the other way. Godric, Otto, Maida, and Kraith make perception checks.
You know we hit those.
Wait, who?
Kraith, Maida, Otto, and Godric.
And
We don't hit those.
any perception.
We don't hit those.
22.
11.
9. Fallen Godric, what is that?
Otto, what did you say?
Otto.
Oh my god, I was muted. 19.
19
Dogs were
and
yapping earlier, so I went quiet mode.
No problem. So 19 and 22 from Otto and Crates, respectively.
Yay.
11 and 9 from me.
And 9 from you, and 11. You're funny in the mirror a little bit.
Oh, 50.
Please, double digits. Double check. The mirror went up.
Are we running past them? That's
No.
funny. Oh damn. JK.
That would have been funny though.
Let's do the funny in the mirror check. Passable. All right. So, Kraith, you see, just like kind of pushing through the crowd, Glee Boy and Rui, and then up ahead of them, as you kind of keep following the line of where they're going, you see Poppy as well. Otto and Godric, as you walk up with Godric, you kind of just turn to your left and see again the same thing. Poppy, Ruby, and Gleeble kind of just running through this way.
Liebel is full sprint, by the way, but his feet are not touching the ground.
Nice. You also see Puff kind of. Crave and Otto. You both see Puff also flying above them, kind of following the same chase sequence. Namira points this out to you. Points specifically just the dragon out to you. It says, "Is that your friend's dragon?"
Or dragon.
Points over yonder to Puff in the air.
So Puff isn't like hidden. I just didn't notice until she pointed her out.
Pretty much, yeah. He's not a very big dragon,
Well, I'll be damned. That is Puff.
So we just see them, like, we don't see their
You don't.
glory.
You don't see what they're chasing after.
Oh,
Hmm.
they just be running.
They just be running.
Gunning.
Probably, honestly, to both of you, it probably more so looks like Ruby and Gleeble are chasing after Poppy, and Puff is chasing after Ruby and Gleeble. It's probably more accurately what it looks like, because you don't see what. For what it looks like, Poppy is just running, because you don't see anybody ahead of her. Anybody specifically running ahead of her.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, most of the crowd is actually heading the opposite direction, kind of towards Treppy's Tavern and past the tavern to go to the exam, or not the exam, but the Coliseum.
I suppose Poppy's doing what she's been doing, running from us.
Which you're by yourself, Craig, unless you decide to position yourself next to, because they're Mida and the mirror also just exiting at the same time. So
I figure I thought me and Mida kind of linked up right there.
probably. I mean, if you want to walk by, and that's
Yeah, I'll formally walk to him and make my comments since we independently saw them.
okay.
Repeat that, Jake. That's what I just said. Everything I just said, I said it. Now you can hear it too.
I'm sorry.
No, go on.
No, I'm sorry. I missed the repeating. Can you repeat again for out of character, Mida?
Well, for out of character Mida, what I said was, I suppose Poppy's still running away from us then.
Okay. I ignore it. In character. In character. Sorry. I didn't need to hear that, but I ignore that in character.
It's the mirror that's there too. Throw great the bell, that's funny. And say, has Poppy been acting weird since you've all been back?
Yeah, she seems that she's not actually adventuring with us anymore. She's not in the Ivory Pack, but then she kind of is, and she kind of just is like acting like this like vigilante that keeps us all safe because she loves us and all that. But like doesn't actually want to associate and is always like, I'm not actually with you guys. So it's kind of like a pretty internal debate for her that we all know that she likes us, but can't give it up. If I had to say quickly.
And she turns to Faith and says, would that be a fair assessment?
I think she's internalized a lot of things from our world recently and is dealing with them in her own way.
I know beeswax, whatever your name is, New Year.
You're not here. Back off.
Well, do you wish to try more stuff with Tamara now? Do you wish to chase after her or go to the fight?
That's Mida.
Well, she didn't really seem like she was in much danger. And she always swoops back around to us. I think some things are best left for you to kind of sort out internally on your own, and come to your friends or your precious gems, if you will, on your own, and ask for some help. I think if you force polish on a gem that doesn't want it, that may wither the edges and make it dull instead of shiny.
I get very self-conscious about my gem scales. Yeah. I think it's only appropriate to give her the distance that I have asked in my own past, so she'll come around when she comes around. But till then, you can't force her.
Very well then.
You can lead a meat to a can, but you can't make a meat.
Well, I appreciate that concern you have, Namira, but I think if we just go and watch this Seer fight, we'll be able to take our minds off it until Poppy herself is ready.
Let's go then. All three of you are heading towards the stadium. Otto Godric, what conclusions do you reach? Or I guess Otto so far, because Godric's still unaware.
Yo, Godric, did you just see that?
No.
All right, cool. All right. This is great. Otto's just gonna start walking ahead.
Walking ahead towards the stadium or towards them?
Towards the stadium.
Okay.
Otto's kind of just like, all right, fam, we get it.
All right. Godric, assuming that you're also going to the stadium with the information available to you.
Also doing what?
With the information available to you, I guess you're also going to the stadium.
Yeah. I can think of no better course of action.
Fine. All right. I should go ahead and do some movement. Poppy group. You. You, Poppy, as you follow your quarry, you see her jump down basically it looks like a sewer hole, essentially.
Mhm.
You just see her kind of jump down. It already, was already moved, was already kind of out of the way. She just kind of jumps down it as she. Again, you seems to just be running away. We can honestly actually probably make an inside check.
Six.
Yeah, she's running away from you, Poppy.
Nice.
But yeah, she jumps down. And it's as you approach the hole, what do? You, of course, with your link to Puff, know that Puff is falling behind you. It probably. I don't think you'll have a telepathic link, so I won't say that he communicates to you. But the Puff is close.
I keep following her.
All right, so Rui Gleeble, you see Poppy just jump right into a hole. to a sewer hole, basically.
Hole?
A manhole.
I see.
Oh.
Well, is it like a wide hole? I'm gonna stop at the edge.
I mean, it's wide enough for like a humanoid to get down.
And then down below, is it wide enough for me to spread my wings? How deep is it?
You can't see really see the bodies. You see like so you just see that kind of the ladder at the top, and then but for as far as you can tell, it keeps going down.
I see. I'm gonna look at Glable and
I extend
Just
my
kinda-
hand. Piggyback
Oh.
ride. Let's go.
I was gonna do something else, but sure.
Okay. And we just casually, float our ways on down.
Yeah.
Oh, you're floating?
Yeah, but that's why I'm chasing her. I gotta help her find a
That's
gift.
so
'Cause
funny.
I got the flying shoes.
Oh,
Great place to look for yes.
Okay, excellent. This is way better than what I planned.
So as y'all take the time to kind of piggyback, Puff does fly over and pass and just like drops down the hole himself.
All right.
So you're as you kind of get down to the sewer system, it's only has one direction.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
I'm gonna
for all four of you, as your two groups drop down separately.
Can you see her, Gleeble? Can we
Uh,
see her? I guess.
Do either of you have dark vision?
I advanced dark vision. Thank you very much. Double sight.
You don't see Poppy, but you do see Puff's red scales because he's a little bit closer. So
Oh, I can see what I thought he was behind us.
he flew past you as you were in the piggyback.
Okay. All right.
So
Oh, dragon.
just a little more,
well, I
a
do
bit more
have dark
space.
vision.
Nice. Yeah, and Gleeble, you start flying your wing boots with Puff flying after Poppy, and Poppy somebody also flying.
I'm
It's kind of
also
tunnel
still like
system.
Gleeble's back. I'm assuming this is like a yucky sewer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
It's
don't
not.
think there's a non-yucky sewer.
Is it wide enough for me to fly?
Yeah.
Oh, well then yeah, I'll just do that. I'm like, thanks, Gleeble, and then I'm gonna fly
Okay.
behind them.
Everyone flying.
Hot pursuit.
Yes.
Just
I am still behind them
wafting
though,
all
'cause that makes the most sense.
Alright,
Wafting
chasing.
all the sewer air.
Yeah, behind me.
Yeah, I'll call. Poppy, where are we going? It's kind of. This place sucks. It feels like
You would hear that, so Poppy.
Someone's been following us. We need to chase them down.
Someone's following you, so now we're following them.
Yes,
Wait.
that's how that works.
But if we're following you, then who's following us?
Gleeble, not now, okay?
Bro, we're gonna go see the show, bro. Like, what?
Flying.
How is are you just running through the sewers? What are you doing?
I've
Are
got
you
my
flying?
cape.
Okay.
Just zoom in.
I cannot deign to touch the sewer water. Like, no thanks.
Oh man. Well, we'll cut this out as y'all start zooming through the sewers. We will cut to the arena. Pretty much, literally, like I said, every adventurer is here. Has followed it as saying everybody has, even like all the other like non-adventuring parties, like the elf nobility group, the Heroes Guild, the Demon Guard, the Headmaster Devolos. They're all here. The only notably absent people are the Admiral, the entire Royal Court,
Mhm.
and the King, of course, King and Queen and the Princess.
Oh.
And notably, Merlarna is also not here. As Oblin the Goblin is just like, okay. I was told to give her like a minute. You just hear boo. Everyone starts booing Goblin. I'm just the messenger. I don't. Just a peanut. The show was like rocking at his head.
Can I do a quick look around with my mirror?
Yeah. As you look at the mirror, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. No illusions or anything like everyone is showing up as they're supposed to.
What about if I look at the arena? To the arena.
Make that perception check.
A perception check to look through my mirror.
They're very far away.
8.
You start trying to do it, and then immediately just sudden eye. And you
Understandable. That makes sense.
yeah. So yeah, you don't catch anything around the stadium. But of course, she arrives through the tunnel eventually. As Merlar makes her entrance into the stadium. There were, of course, blood boosts for her showing up. And then she just starts flexing her Ashana, and all these commenters who don't know what an Ashana is just begin to feel themselves quieting down without really them knowing why, besides being intimidated. Very cool, Malara. And she stands across from Valar. She doesn't say a word, she just draws her sword. And Valar follows suit.
I'm just standing so fucking. Thinly veiled interest. A lot of interest.
Yeah. And Oblin the Goblin blows the whistle to start the match. And Merlara immediately turns forward, surprises Valar by charging forward before he can react, and gets 2 deep slashes with her sword, radiating with divine energy, shaking the stadium with just her first 2 strikes, as she immediately bloodies Valar.
No.
Valar responds by speeding up quite a bit, magically, of course, to get some distance before making his own barrage of attacks. But Merlar's armor extends into metal wings that begin to parry the attacks. Despite this, Valar is still able to get 1 attack through, putting his own divine energy behind the attack. Not stunning, but pushing Merlara back a bit. Merlara begins to try to counterattack, but she is unable to keep up with Valar's speed, who only seems to be getting faster as the fight continues. What's more, Valar's attacks seem to be getting even more precise as the battle goes on, almost as if he's beginning to begin predicting Melara's next move as he quickly counters each of her attacks with a parry for responding in kind. Valar is able to connect with a 5-strike combo.
Sheesh.
Finishing off with a critical hit filled with divine energy that shoots up and splits the clouds in the sky.
Boo.
In a uppercut. And again, it's evening, so the sky is making it clearly divided into day and night as he does this attack. Immediately, of course, bloodying Merlara with this assault. This, for some reason, seemed to be what Merlara was waiting for. As with Valar's blade stuck in her shoulder, she basically pulls him closer and locks it in place and begins making wild strikes, trying to get one final blow to connect. And a wild strike does indeed haphazardly start going towards Valar's head. But by instinct, Valar moves out of the way, and the blade just grazes his cheek as it leaves a crater in the wall as the divine energy just shoots off. At this point, you all notice that there's no noise in the stadium, as everyone kind of is watching this fight with bated breath. He seems to say something. You all notice this to Melara, but it's so inaudible that no one is able to hear it. But he goes for his final combo of strikes, unleashing a blinding speed of attacks, which you can start to see where the air is sliced by the attacks. Even with the intensity of and might of her foe, though, Merlar charges in, uncaring of the strikes that seem to be leaving gashes into her artifact itself, her Bahamut armor. As they're beginning to be torn apart, the metal wings go flying off her as the fight goes on. She is impaled by Valar's sword right through the abdomen, but unflinchingly she continues to drive forward. One last divine strike. A blinding light begins to basically a golden divine light begins to glow across the stadium, and for a second the fighters are not sucked into it. That's not the right word. Everyone's blinded to where the fighters are and what's happened in the fights before the light finally clears, with the audience seeing Valar standing over his opponents. Her sword broken in two, her armor shattered. But Kraith, you notice that there's a smile on her face as she lays there unconscious. And you instinctually seem to know that it's a look of pride for knowing that she was close as ever to defeating the Reinhard Valar. As the pieces of her artifact begin to dissolve, having been destroyed, Valar uses his Ashana for the first time this entire fight to soothingly reach out to the artifact and helps it reform around Merlara. As the medical staff begins to pour into the stadium and take her away.
Is there any chance that we had to really see what happened in that cloud of smoke? We were like, with our peepers popped.
Sure, you can make
just because we're not just regular old fans, we're experienced fighters.
Any Ashana check?
Johnson.
That's gas. 15.
Yeah. You could tell. I'll give you this, Mida, that you were able to tell that there was. It was not just Merlara's divine energy that was glowing across light. You saw basically Valar's energy respond. But as far as Ashana goes, you both know, everyone, all four of you, including probably Namira, know that Merlara's Ashana was active the entire fight, whereas Valar did not activate his Ashana until after the fight was over to fix Merlara's armor, her artifacts even.
So it was like, even if you defeated me, I didn't even try.
Definitely a reading.
I think he is not loyal to this country at all and could kill us at any time on a whim. But Poppy loves him for some reason.
The crowd. It's only when Merlara begins to be taken off the battlefield that the crowd finally realize they are allowed to respond and begin to cheer for the fight that this happened.
Just slouch back in my chair.
Was there an over under for who was going to win? Was this an upset?
Probably. But it was way in favor of Valar. So
It was only an upset in the spot bets.
yeah.
Wait a minute, that lasted 2 rounds? Damn.
Seeing Valar bleed at all, that was probably the spot check. Which Namir comments on. Didn't think anyone could make Valar bleed. He is still, I guess, the gold standard for us captains.
Well, everyone has their own weaknesses, and definitely in a fair fight, seemingly is the gold standard, and it's difficult to take a W on them. But we both know that's not how that works out in the world.
It seems like that's what Malara went for at first. Attacked Valar before his defenses were really up.
Like to say, with conflicting emotions, I just say she won her fight.
Mira looks at you, Craig, and says, "Bless you."
Sorry.
Bless you. But
Thank you.
she says, she was your trainer this past month, correct?
Yeah.
I've noticed a little bit of a change in her since she's been back. I'm sure you noticed a change with her as well during your training.
I saw her at a low, and by the end of it, she was putting her best foot forward. Despite what everybody else may see or care here, I saw her best foot forward. And that's all that matters. Still not 100% sold on the idea, but conflictingly and a little resolutely, but not solemnly resolutely.
Yep.
I land on that verdict.
Yes. She has a lot. She and I are similar. And Namir doesn't really elaborate on that.
Yeah, she lives in the shadow of sister.
Are you saying I live in the shadow of my sister? She kind of turns to you, but it's mostly.
I literally don't know who your sister is.
Oh, she's over there. Points to her.
Hmm?
She points to her sister.
Where
And
is she?
brother.
Where's she at? Where's she
Sister
at?
and sister's there, brother's there. One section over.
I'm sure you have your own reasons for moving forward too. All I'm saying is what I believe hers to be.
Are all of your friends so serious? As she turns back to Mida. And then glances over at Otto and Godric.
Do Godric and I hear that?
Yeah.
No comment. This is for Mida to answer.
Glance back to me harassing a peanut salesman. Do you think she won? I think she
won,
won. Actually. Come on.
I mean, Valar was the one still standing. Is it Kevin?
I'll take an
Right.
insulting back.
Okay. And you can't see without making a sale.
Does the crowd? I mean, they went wild because of the fight, but there's generally like a shock or like a happy or like a meh. This is probably going to happen. Like, what is the crowd?
The crowd definitely seems mostly just happy that they saw a great fight. There's a few in the crowd. As far as not most of the adventures are showing, of course, those all are. Disappointment from all of the searing ash over there. But there are also, mostly younger members of the crowds that are a little disappointed, mostly in that because they thought that Malara, because Malara won them over, than any like disappointment that Valar won. That makes sense.
Okay. Then it seems that Molara made a statement, and I can't speak to Molara's intentions, but if you're counting for a win-loss, I think making a statement on such a grand stage that definitely counts for something.
That is true. So I do wonder where the royal court is.
How do I give Mida the hell yeah, brother nod?
Well, I mean, I can't imagine just because people in the royal court didn't see it with their very own eyes doesn't mean that they don't have eyes everywhere to and ears to hear and see what all transpired here.
That is true. Again, just as she continues to try and make conversation, turns to Otto. What's of you, Otto? Valar was your trainer.
He was. And what of it? He won. Plain and simple.
Well, do you feel like you have a lot to live up to?
A lot to live up to.
Sure, you are the only yet person to be trained by Valar personally.
I don't have to live up to anything. I'm my own person. He's his own person. I've lived 2 lifetimes and I'm on my 3rd. Whether I'm good or not, I don't care. As long as my friends are safe, that's all that matters.
The mirror turns to Mida again. Again, your friends are overly serious. I was hoping to like jokingly put like Otto and Kraith into like this their like fun rivalry because they're like masters just fought, but again, way over serious. I don't even think I could pick that up if you want.
Well, was this like whisper, like so no one can hear it? Okay. Well, I'm gonna with a little bit more tact and whispering. Well, there's a few of us that have been alive so long that a lot of their notions of sarcasm and jokes are a little outdated. So it's difficult for them to pick up on the nuances of conversation.
Well, Otto, which is it?
Man, I don't know.
Well, you said it was a win is a win.
A win is a win. And I mean, if she had her own moral victory, then she won. She won the battle, but he won the war.
All right.
Now, Kraith, is it true that you fought in the Dragon War? As she just turns to Kraith.
Yeah, I shake your hand.
Notice the Godric eyes.
Ma'am, I'm
Finally
25.
respond.
I'm 25.
Yes, that is what they say.
This doesn't come up very often.
Mira thinks, let's see, the Dragon War was about 12 years ago.
Nope.
About 10. Not the Dragon Revolution.
I know you know that, but I think you should also know that I didn't serve when I was 13.
Why, I did.
Assuage that. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I'm just saying. Wasn't there.
Hopefully you all laugh a bit more when you start serving the king more directly.
Eh.
Get this like your own missions and things, maybe that'll help a bit.
We'll burn that bridge when we cross it.
I hope you don't mean that literally, Otto.
Eh.
We have a bad tendency to burn things.
And explode towers.
Turns to certain
scratch-
character.
Scratch my nose.
Turns to Godric as well.
Guys, I don't know how I just realized it's a stair tank.
It didn't it?
Stare gang, stare gang.
Stare gang, stare gang.
Did I post? I posted the funny updated version. This is unaware.
True.
Oh, Poppy's running away. Oh, that must be whatever, man.
Oh, typical Poppy shenanigans. Those are the best way to be.
Speaking of unaware,
Go up the
we'll,
staircase and watch the fight, guys.
we'll cut to the other group after this break.
Sexy transition screen.
And unmute.
Hello, and welcome back to Ashana Rising.
We're back.
We are back. Just before the break, we were finishing up the Malara Valar fight. We're in some role play afterwards with Maida's Jen. Whatever word we're using for that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna stall it for a second. Stalling. Okay. So now we're cutting to the other group, though.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. As you go through the tunnels of sewer, it eventually starts to. First, what you notice is, your group is probably slowly congealed a bit more, a little closer together. But you've noticed the water has started to glow as you get deeper in here. And you also actually go ahead, Gleeable, Poppy, and Rui make a survival check.
Oh
Up
no.
first.
I'm gonna kill it. I'm good at this.
Wait a minute.
Well,
Water.
that's
Oh.
a bummer.
19.
Oh! If only I rolled higher. I rolled an 11.
Okay.
But I have a +6 to survival. So,
We like a fat modifier.
yeah.
Gleeable, what was yours?
Gleeble.
Oh, I've been muted. I'm 10.
Yeah, you are. Anyways,
Water is glowing.
water is glowing for you too. Most importantly, Poppy, you realize that so all of you have realized this tunnel is going down. Like you're getting further, like it's been a decline basically as you are going further and further underground. Poppy, what you specifically have noticed is that you're pretty sure that this is starting to like head towards the edge of town. More specifically to like around, like you're just guessing, around the area, just based on the direction and the turns and all that, are probably under the Strawberry Keep.
Interesting. I'm absolutely gonna keep following her.
And you realized probably about halfway through this tunnel that she was definitely not running, and you had lost sight of her a while, but there's only one direction for all this. Only one
Baited.
baited. So you are feeling like this is a trap. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. Poppy, you feel like this is staged. You've been trying to figure out why, obviously, but you have not a clue.
Are there any rats? I feel like there's a high probability.
Any
Is there
rats?
not? Yeah.
Make an animal handling check.
Cool. Got a plan.
Oh shit! It's a rat.
Wait a minute. Wait, what?
21.
21.
I've been waiting for him to show up.
So I'll say that all four of you have probably stopped as you've made this discovery. As the water has turned a different color, you've probably stopped at this point to collect rat. And you see two rats just kind of scurrying like down the other way at the top.
Wait, can we pause for a moment? Hold on. Okay, so we have stopped running now.
Yeah, flying.
The water is glowing.
Yep. And Poppy is
but we know that it's a trap?
You have a feeling that the direction you're heading is a trap because there's only one direction, and Poppy knows it's under the keep.
Okay, and then do I know that we're looking for rats?
It's I don't know if Poppy's communicated her plan yet.
Is she splashing in this poopy water?
Probably. I feel like I've been a heathen most of my life. I don't have a lot of class.
Okay, then I'm gonna ask you. Poppy, I think you would touch that.
I need to find a rat, Rui. Do you see
Why?
any?
Why do you need a rat?
What was the verdict on the rats? Were there any rats?
There are 2 rats that were scurrying. Oh, basically back the way you came.
Okay, I want to lure them in with a can of meat.
One of the rats stops. Sure, we'll honor that 21 you had a second ago.
I'll give him the can of meat and I'll be like, petting him like, hey buddy.
And he very nervously starts to start eating the meat. Can't like not definitely skittish of you still, but
I need you to go that direction. And I grab a second can of meat, I show it to him, and I throw it as far as I can, down the passageway.
you have speak with animals as a spell.
What?
Do you have speak with animals as a spell?
I don't. I'm really trying my best. I've got something though.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Sometimes.
Why disadvantage? I have food. Food's involved.
If you were able to speak with animals, you might know why it's a disadvantage.
7.
You kind of gesture, and this rat is not understanding you. By the way, let's just get that out there. You gesture, and you throw the meat can, and it is more startled. That's a noise that's been made down back the way that it came away from where the water has turned bright down further down the tunnel, and it begins to try to scurry away.
I look towards Puff, who's behind me, right?
Yep.
Puff, can you be a dear and just blow fire towards Throut, but not on him. I really need him to go this way.
Please roll attack for him, Puff.
Before that happens, I would like to cast Beast Sense on the rat.
Beast Sense on the rat.
I basically
has to be willing.
Yeah, I'm trying to do reconnaissance through the rat.
Oh, I got that part. Don't worry.
We know what you're trying to do.
We're being innovative today, guys.
Have you said that out loud? Like what you're trying to do?
No, not
no, not at all.
I see.
You have heard me whispering, instructions to the rat.
Poppy, what are you doing?
Well, this is obviously a trap, and I try to like whisper that as if the rat can understand me. This is obviously a trap, so I need to scout out the end of the tunnel, but I don't want any of us to get hurt. So I'm trying to get the rat to be my eyes and ears, if you will.
I see. Well, if you wanted to do that, then please pause as I read a spell.
Okay.
Sorry, it's been a while since I've, collaborated with anybody. I'm used to doing things alone lately.
Okay. Oh, it's concentration. Well, Poppy, I did learn a trick recently. I haven't really gotten to use it, so I don't know how it's going to go and if it will really work, but it might be easier than trying to talk to a rat. So would you like me to try it?
Yeah, Puff, can you hold that thought? Just make sure he doesn't get past you.
Puff looked like he was about to just eat a rat.
So I take a second, I step back, and I do some motions, and I say some words, and I cast Summon Shadow Spawn.
So much happening.
And I choose I will choose Terror.
Okay.
It doesn't really say anything about fear. like it says I can choose between terror, despair, and
Fear is a bonus
oh,
action.
fury, despair, or fear. I see. Oh, okay. I choose fury.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Okay.
And is it next to me?
Yeah.
All right. Will you scout ahead and come back and report to me what you see? Now it does know language.
It understands the language.
Oh.
I would like to talk to the owlbear. Scream!
Oh, what language does it speak?
It speaks
It
no language.
understands the
Oh.
languages you speak.
I don't think they understand that one.
When they speak to you in a language you understand. Violence.
Dance.
Play little charades later. Go, go.
Please make a stealth check for your shadow spawn.
Oh, I didn't know I was gonna have to do that. Oh, that's okay. We're good. 19.
All right. About 10 minutes later.
I like to imagine that this whole time we've been kind of trying to train the rat as a backup plan.
Yeah. I'm
Let-
just feeding it.
keep trying to get closer, like to the water, and it will not get anywhere near. I'll give you that much in your 10 minutes. Stand. But shadow spawn is back as it floats back over.
Is there danger?
Oh.
Is it
Alright.
more than one enemy? Is it more than 5? I hold up my hand.
I quickly look at the intelligence of this.
4. It's still better than a rat.
Hey,
Well,
no, I
Poppy.
think I'm still gonna try the rat. And
Wow.
I try to coax the rat to me.
Make that random mind check.
You're really
That's very
overestimating the
helpful,
intelligence
but
of rats.
it's only piqued my curiosity. 24?
With more meat, so this starts to go closer to you.
I would like to cast Beast Sense on it.
Okay. You are seeing through its eyes.
Great. I would like to rip off, some cloth or bandages.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tie him to an arrow.
Oh,
Make a
Oh my god.
Oh, it's one of these episodes.
make a.
Poppy just made a flesh drone.
We'll call it sleight of hand check.
We have to call it back in?
Neat.
Yeah.
20.
You have definitely tied the rat to this arrow.
All right. I whisper, to it, "Hey man, I'm really sorry about this." And I pull the arrow back in my bow and I shoot it as far down the tunnel as I can. And I try to focus my beast sense on its vision as it goes.
Please make a attack roll disadvantage.
did you tie a rope to the rat? Like, so you can
did.
bring it back? Oh, okay.
Did you try
oh.
to?
It's a reef.
It is
Is it a
shot
reef?
down. It is
I haven't rolled it yet.
Yeah, we shot and rolled
I
it.
think you,
Oh my god.
Only the
well, if
impact.
you have
won't
sense
be-
through it, then there's really no reason for you to get back anyways. Other
Look,
than it's your new rat friend. But
if
Wait,
the rat
fine.
survives, he gets a name.
what was
Ratchester?
Ratchester? Ratchester
24.
can speak.
24. As you see through little rat eyes, just blurs the motion as it is just flying through the air. But you do make it through the tunnel. And let me figure out how I'm going to explain this
This
to the
was
rat
an
eyes.
amazing plan, okay?
As rat lands tied to arrow, by the way, can't maneuver a lot. Gets stuck in what appears to be a large bone.
What?
It is stuck in what appears to be a large bone.
I'm still looking.
And the large bone is one glowing and jutting out of the water. It begins trying to look around, but it doesn't have a good perch. And the next thing you see through little rat eyes, thank goodness, is only gives you the eyes and hear what it hears. Important. As tentacles begin to, I'm gonna switch it up. I can switch it on. Yeah.
Okay.
As tentacles begin to crawl around the rat, you don't see where these tentacles are coming from, but it just starts to tangle around the rat as it just is ripped from the arrow. And you were looking into the maw of some humanoid tentacle beast as you just see the rat get devoured. And the internal processing of that by whatever this creature is.
Wow. Must be a yokai.
I'd like to think I blink my eyes, come back to my body.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby,
Yeah.
we should go back to the market.
Now, Puppy, you brought us all the way down here. What
Hey.
are we doing? What is happening? You owe us an explanation.
Is Gleeble still here?
Yeah,
He is.
Oh, well,
And my shadow monster is also still here.
Sure is.
I suppose I do, but can we maybe not be in a sewer for this heart to heart, if you don't mind? The smell's starting to get to me.
Is it a heart to heart? If you were chasing somebody,
Well,
you all hear a scream.
like a human scream?
Yes.
Girl.
Yep.
No,
we should probably help them.
No,
Yeah.
no.
It seems like
Gleeble,
somebody needs help.
I don't know. I mean, if y'all want to be eaten alive, that's fine. That's what happened to the rat.
Wait, I thought you were an adventurer.
Oh no, I quit.
Oh.
People don't listen to her. She hasn't turned in her
Sorry,
resignation letter.
Rui, it's a long story.
Well, either way, adventurer or
You-
not, somebody needs help, and we ought to go help.
Did you quit because you were scared?
No, I quit because all of my friends kept dying. In fact, the probability of you dying really high. I'm trying not to get to know you because I don't want to be attached.
Hey, story of my life.
Call me friend.
I just looking for a beard.
Not
Rui,
come back from the dead.
it's a trap, Rui. We need to get out of here.
Hey, Poppy, do you know where I can find a beard?
Basically, Gleeble is the least likely to die. Hasn't died yet.
Rui,
Is there really a person down there screaming that needs to be saved? Because if they do, trap or not, we should go save them.
It was a person with tentacles, which usually aren't friendly in my experience.
How do you know it was the person with tentacles that was screaming?
Because I saw through the rat's eyes down there, and I fell into a pile of bones as the rat, and then I got to experience what the rat heard and saw as it was being eaten alive by this human tentacle creature. Now, I would rather that not be how you die, as you are recently engaged, and I think we should really... The rat? Yes, the rat is he's gone.
I am recently engaged.
The word's engaged. The shadow just looks at Ruby's hand. Huh?
Not yet.
Are
Not
you?
yet.
Wait,
No.
how about we just call for backup and we can go in and intervene, and by the time things get too hairy, potentially, help will be here.
I
Get
don't.
blamed, legal.
Oh my god, guys! I don't think anybody is lost in the sewer.
Who are you chasing down here then?
I'll explain to you if you leave.
Why can't you just tell me? Why can't you just say it's just a name? It'll take 2 seconds to say the name.
Can I blow my Rocky Talkie?
You can't.
Come in.
There's no
Come
signal.
in. Ivory, Pat. Come in.
So you hear that on Poppy's, and you. That's all that happens.
There will be no backup if we go in.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Oh.
Do I know that we're under the Starway Keep?
I don't think Poppy's communicated that yet.
I see.
Nope.
You withheld a lot of information, Poppy. That was
I, I've offered to have a whole heart-to-heart with you, just not in
Oh,
this
heart to
puddle.
heart.
You know what, Poppy? I trust
just
you.
one question,
If you say that
Poppy.
nobody is in trouble, then we can go.
Oh,
But we have to come back and investigate when we have
You're
the
right.
party.
You're right. You should trust
All
me.
3 of you make perception checks.
That's the joke. It's already too late to
Ooh,
leave.
net 20.
That's 20.
Net 20.
16.
So that's a 26.
I also got a 26, but not a nat 20.
All 3 of you hear splashing,
I knew we were going to escape.
as in footsteps. Lee, what was yours again?
16.
I'll say just Poppy and Rui. You can tell they're just by the cadence. There are 3 different sets of footprints, or feet walking
From what direction? Behind us or in front?
in front. Now, just closer to the glowing tent. Where are you shot the arrow?
Okay.
Well,
we need
Maybe
to
we
get
should
out of here.
dip out.
Okay.
How
I don't think
fast
we'll be able to
do we
get out. I
move?
think it'd be better if we just made a stand. But anyways, I'll go.
Well, I suppose. I mean, if you, Ruby, I feel like this isn't the best time to tell you, but there are very bad people that would be happy if you were dead, and probably if I was dead.
I said, no, let's go.
Bless you, Godric.
Okay.
You just sneezed. That was weird.
But as we turn, I'm just gonna get ready to go if they're gonna leave, and I tell my shadow spirit to follow in the back and attack anyone that gets close.
Okay.
Which is 5 feet because he is a 5-foot range.
Okay. And how fast is he?
40 feet.
40 feet. Okay.
He's faster than me. Well,
No,
my flying speed's like 60, but
all
What's
right.
your flying speed, Gleeble?
My what?
What's your flying speed?
My flying speed? That
from your boots.
is an excellent question that the boots page does not answer. Yeah, well, actually, I just don't have it in my inventory yet because I don't know how.
If you look at winged boots on items, you can add
I mean, who did you want to give those boots to? I can't remember.
a friend.
I didn't tell you.
But
I said
out of
it was for a friend that I disappointed. It was very obviously.
Your
There we
flying
go.
speed is equal to your walking speed.
Oh, that's 90.
you have a walking speed of 90.
Yeah,
Correct?
dude,
Yeah.
I'm lightning fast, baby.
Oh my god,
crap.
me and Kayla's face, which are like,
This is yeah. I thought we were just jogging coming down here. I didn't think it was some crazy thing.
I was gonna
Ruby's like
offer to-
sprinting. Oh wow. Good lord. Anyways,
Yeah. Anyways, we better go.
yeah. Who's bringing up the rear? My shadow spirit,
shadow.
but who's in front of the shadow spirit?
I'll bring up the rear so I don't leave y'all
Okay.
in the dust. Gotta stick together.
You can pick us up if you need to.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, man.
Okay,
All right.
let's go.
As you all begin to fly, intelligence saves from all 3 of you.
I figured. I knew I should have just made a stand.
intelligence saves?
Yep.
Well, that's
What
not
is that
great.
You picked my weakness.
Evil.
Oh, I got a nat 19. It was a 20, but it's -1.
So you got a nat 20, but it turns into a 19.
I got an 11.
10.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
I don't trust this.
We passed. We
Good.
can escape.
You all start flying back.
How far is it?
Gleeble, you get the slight urge just to look as you look back as you start flying.
Oh no.
and you just see 3 hooded figures, humanoid. All you can make out of their faces, little tentacles dripping from, like, kind of swooping down from where their mouths are.
Oh no! It's a
They're
secret
mind
cult.
flayers.
Let's go! It's a cult. I don't want to be honey potted.
Oh my god.
Right.
But yeah, you all fly and successfully escape the tunnel.
Yeah.
By the time that you 3 make it back, the tournament or the festivities of the day have ended. People are starting to go back to their homes this night. Other group you're probably passing through, at least into the bazaar as you make your way. So you start putting people onto the screen. You're all in the bazaar when you see these 3, a dragon, and you keep your scary shadow dementor
Hell yeah.
with you as you enter into this open area.
Concentration for up to an hour. I'm keeping that.
Okay.
As
It cost me a 4th level or 3rd level spell slot, okay?
as you see all the 3 of them, the Puff and the Dementor, come running into the middle of the bazaar as I start loading everybody into.
Is the Dementor in the back of the party? Could it be misconstrued that the Dementor is chasing the party? All right.
It's on site.
I mean, can I roll initiative to see? Like, cause I'm just some homies being chased. I'm launching something at it.
I'll just have you and Ruby roll initiative to see.
I like to imagine that we stopped and we're just meandering outside and holding the manhole cover over the sewer grate. But okay.
You guys are far away from that because that was like
Oof.
off a few side streets.
Not 20. 22.
So yeah,
Right.
as you guys are away from the manhole cover at this point.
Is it closed? Did we close it?
You can say that. Did y'all close the manhole cover?
I'm assuming that Gleeble or I walk over because my shadow spirit was last, and I yell at it to close the thing.
Okay. Shadow closes all. Y'all start making your way to the bazaar, away from the manhole cover, and you regroup with the rest of the party, plus Mira. As Steve the Shadow, Mila, what would you like to do to Steve the Shadow?
I don't know it's Steve the Shadow, do I?
Probably not.
It's the manhole cover.
No, it's not several side streets.
Oh.
Um,
I'm gonna swing a fat psychic glance at the Shadow.
Leeble dives in front of the bullet.
Is it psychic damage?
It would be psychic damage, yes. I think so.
Stupid. He's immune to psychic damage.
Please make a intelligence save.
Yeah, he got an intelligence saving throw.
It's in a second. You have something
No.
that
That would be a 0. Roll a 3 and he has a
roll your
-3.
76 psychic damage.
Twenty-four psychic damage.
So Ruby and group, you see your friends. They are walking back from the
Oh,
stadium.
wait. Which ones do I have at the moment? He's also lit on fire and takes 2d10 fire damage.
I don't bring physics into this game.
Is this? I mean, are they immune to fire damage? Then they're on fire. Oh, ignore that roll.
Fire damage.
Wait, it's 2d10. I believe, yeah, 2d10.
Those are 2d10s. Sorry,
Where's my phone?
this isn't even the funniest bit of this yet.
10.
They're dead.
Yeah, but then-
So
the 10 was the fire damage?
Yeah.
He's still alive.
Okay.
He's
So-
on fire, and
Well,
So that sequence pretty much is you guys come running into the bazaar kind of like frantically after you were scared. You see your group and start like making your way towards them. Before anybody can say anything though, Mida just goes, "Phew," and he shoots a laser at y'all. You're probably not thinking anything though. You're probably thinking, "Oh, we're still being chased by mind flayers." At this point, then you turn to see
suddenly Steve erupted in flames.
shot in the head and just burst into flames. And then Mida roll 3 D100s.
sure will.
That hurts you.
I've got options.
Oh, this is amazing.
15, 27, 89.
For the next minute, Mida regains 10 HP at the start of each round. Or, for the next minute, all of your spells that have a casting time of 1 action can now have a casting time of 1 bonus action.
Convenient.
That was 87, you said?
That just
89. It was 27 and 89.
Mida gains a halo that you can use as a bonus action to make all creatures within 10 feet of you blinded once per day. There's a permanent halo around your head.
He's had
Nice.
before.
I'll take the halo. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's the get out of jail free card.
Compared to a lot of the other
player.
stuff that's happened to Mida, that's pretty sweet.
So, again, sequence. Y'all coming, you're seeing your friends, you're like, oh, who can convene with
Yeah.
them. You see it might have shoot beam that you're expecting mind flare behind you. You turn.
Yes.
It is Steve, the shadow spawn, erupting into flames. And you just and Rui just turns with the angriest look over at Mida, and he just has a little halo above his head. Rui, if you'd like to explain yourself on your initiative.
They're being chased by a Dementor.
I found him to help us. Please do not kill him, as he helped us and kept us safe in the sewers where there were mind players. And you all did not answer your Rocky Talkies.
I've never had a Rocky Talkie.
Same.
Me neither. Godred.
I don't think I have any ability to non-aggressively put out Steve. I could hit him with like a chromatic orb, but that would just hurt. Can I? I mean, I get
You could
counterspelling.
You can
make her lose
arcana check if you want.
concentration.
I can make our flames to extinguish it.
If you'd like to do that, you can. If you'd like to read the situation, Godric.
Yeah, the best I can do is Misty Step and then use my beanbag to just pour water. That'd be my next action.
Fix the situation.
Does
Wave my hand.
The flames leave Steve.
Thank you, God. Steve, this is my good friend, Godric. He's like my big friend. He can understand you. He just can't really talk. He struggles with that.
He seems a bit deranged.
Oh,
Also, I received no signal on the Rocky Talkie, so please don't accusations around. Thank you.
it's understandable. Well, Steve is a little bit deranged. He is a fury monster. Well, I'm just speaking the truth, Steve. But I do appreciate your help.
Looks at mine and just goes. Summon shadow spawn.
Maybe they'll talk to each other.
No, I need my spell slots.
Yeah. Well, anyways, what you guys been up to?
Valora might be dead.
I think it's a good time to mention that there's potentially dangerous creatures hiding under the Strawberry Keep in the sewers.
We were under the cape, Poppy. See, why are you withholding this information? Why are you being so secretive? What have you been up to?
Who is your manager?
Well, it's a long story.
As it turns out, we got nothing but time now.
Well, you see, I feel like you all might be in danger and me being here might not be as helpful as I hoped, but I was told that you all were in danger, so I had to come. Not sure if my father's trying to kill you to spite me because he just wants to find new ways to torture me. It's all possible. I kind of made a deal with my dad to save you guys, from hell or whatever that awful lava place was. Um, yeah, that's the short version.
Namira cuts in. That's a lot to take in. Again, you said mind flayers under the city.
Well, I'm not sure. See, I kind of, merged with a rat and shot the rat towards the bad things. And I saw him get eaten by these human tentacled creatures that then pursued us in the sewers. I don't think I've seen them before, but it can't mean anything good.
My shadow monster song.
Oh,
Oh.
Steve, can you please describe them?
No.
I was kidding, Steve.
Sense of humor.
Can you at least show us where the manhole cover was?
Yeah.
And all three of you realize
Oh,
you don't remember where the manhole cover was.
what is this sorcery?
Is that the only thing we don't remember?
That's the only thing. You just don't remember how to get back down there where the cover was, any of that. You don't remember you can't even remember which way you came into the bazaar. You don't remember which anything. You don't remember any of that.
Man.
Oh. I
But we
think
know we were under the keep.
Yeah, you remember all that. You remember everything that you did down there. You just don't remember how you got to and back from there.
So we dig.
Namir, do you happen to have any maps of the city sewers?
In truth, I do not. But we could ask somebody from the royal court, probably in the city.
Actually, that's a great idea. We should go to the royal court immediately.
Well, that the royal court was informed and has been preoccupied with some meeting. That's
No, it's fine. Me and the king are friends.
We
He's
don't.
used to me making him miserable.
None of the guildmaster co-captains were told where this meeting was. It is that's the level of
And the king,
secrecy.
is that
Is
this
us.
meeting?
He is also in this meeting. We have not been told any of the details of it.
I see. Well, I need to go to the castle. Perhaps you all can pursue the royal court, and I'll just go check out things there. Not
Why are you going to the
suspicious at
castle?
all. Just to check on some things, see if the king left any clues to his whereabouts. I'm a little sneakier than all of you guys. I have better luck going
Poppy,
places
please make a deception check.
Trying not to give away the princess so hard.
Oh yeah, you did say you were gonna tell us.
15.
Yeah, what?
How much?
I rolled 15.
As you all start to try and piece together this lie, Namira immediately just cuts it off and says, "That is not what you are doing, Poppy. What are you actually doing?"
Poppy.
And she starts to transition into full interrogator mode.
Poppy, you need to stop lying to us. We are your friends.
I didn't lie to you. I need to go to the castle.
You are not seeking anything with the king. You know a bit more about what is down there, do you not?
Well, if you must know, I saw my friend from the other day.
Your
She's a handmaiden, and I want to go make sure she hasn't been kidnapped.
your friend, is it?
Who would kidnap a handmaiden?
Well, I don't know. Apparently, they might just be shape-shifting because it's a friend of mine.
Oh, whoops.
Wait, who's doing the shapeshift?
Well, I don't know. The
Oh.
tentacle people, maybe they're
Oh,
not
okay.
tentacle
Sorry, I
people.
didn't know if you were saying Mabel was doing shapeshifting or not.
Oh, no.
So you mean your friend and she again quickly looks around and whispers, "Where you all can still hear, but no any other passerby. You mean the princess?"
Well, I wasn't going to spill her secrets into the marketplace, but since you feel like it's fine, yes, I'm going to make sure the princess is alive, if you must know.
The princess is down there. Is what you are saying.
No, I'm saying I don't know, and that's why I need to go to the castle. You interrogating me is absolutely useless.
Tell me this: do you think it really matters to me if the princess is down there or not? Does that change our end results here? Does it not? Either way, the mind flayers must be dealt with, whether your friend is there or not.
Well, go
In
take
fact,
care of it then. Stop interrogating me.
you haven't told us where to go.
Well, I don't remember. I'm doing the best I can. Look at you, Guildmaster. Can't you figure it out?
Captain. And my stalling here isn't going to cost the princess's life.
Well, I don't know what you're doing here talking to me. I'm not even an adventurer anymore. So if you don't mind, and I just sort of, in Poppy fashion, abruptly turn to go towards the castle.
Mia turns to Maita and the group and says, "If it is truly under the keep, maybe there is a passageway down to the keep."
Maybe. Steve,
Huh?
do you remember how we got here from the manhole cover?
Can I insight that? Can I insight that exchange between Poppy and Namira?
Sure.
Okay.
19.
19.
19.
You can tell. First thing you definitely notice is Namira is quite pissed, especially at the comments of Poppy calling her a guildmaster.
Okay.
Which one's above which? Guildmaster?
Guildmaster and co-captain. So definitely some extra feelings that she has with that one. In fact, you can even tell that she drops her normal guard, I guess, in that respect.
Okay.
On the Poppy end of things, Poppy I think, correct me if you think I'm wrong, Meg, but seems genuinely scared for her friend's safety.
Yeah. Frustrated for being put on the spot, having to tell people things that I didn't want to tell, and worried that something bad is going to happen.
So she wants so Poppy's trying to get the princess back to the castle.
She's trying to, well, that too. She's trying to determine. Poppy isn't sure that the princess is actually down there. That could be an illusion or a shapeshifter of the princess. So she wants to go to the castle to make sure that she is actually there. Namir's point of the exchange is mostly that, regardless of whether the princess is down there or not, the mind flayers will have to be dealt with. So it's more important to prioritize that. That's kind of Namir's point. That's Puffin. Poppy's trying to head towards the castle.
What if, well, how does, if I make a teleportation circle, is it just, how do I attune it to other circles?
You'd have to get basically their code, essentially. Their magic, it's a magical. You inherently know the one that you've been making in the keep. You just inherently know that one. You know the one. I think you start off knowing 3, so you would know that one, the one in Sheffield. We had talked about what a third one would be. Probably just Strony in general, maybe, or probably maybe another one of your choice.
I assume there'd be one in or near the castle.
So the king does not have a personal one. No, it's just the general Strony one.
And is that much closer than where we are currently to the castle?
No.
Okay.
You want to teleport her into the castle?
To go see if the princess was there, and then we teleport back and we deal with the mind flayers.
See, but I agree with Namir. Whether or not the princess.
I mean, I wasn't saying any of that in person. Jacob was asking Garrett.
I mean, out of character, Namira has a solid point. I'm just role playing.
Yes. Poppy's still within reach if anyone wants to talk to her. Try to talk to her out of it, but still
I just
within
want
hearing
to.
distance, I suppose.
Well, I just want to psionic mind her before she leaves my 30 feet there.
Okay, we'll call it right at the edge there.
All I want to ask about this entire exchange is simply, did your father leave those scars on you?
In a way, yes. I don't know if I can answer back in thoughts. I just imagine I say it out loud.
So, Pop, you're storming off at the moment, right? You're like going quickly.
Yeah, I'm worried about my the princess since that's who I thought I saw in the tunnel, and well, then I didn't see her, so I'm just trying to make sure she's safe.
I am going to cast Wall of Stone. And see how she's like next to a wall right here?
Yeah, which column there? Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna basically I get 10 of them, so I'm gonna do 3 on each side, 1 on the top, and then 2 to like build her into a silo, except for like the only way out is like
Back to where you came.
yeah.
Did you catch that?
Is there a top?
Yes, there's a top, and I'm using the wall that you're next to as like free wall. So like
Okay.
you have to come back towards us, and
You have to at least walk around the wall, essentially. You have to at least do that.
Well, then yeah, I do that.
yeah, I mean,
You have to turn around. So that's basically what Jake's going for quickly.
yeah.
I just sort of glare at Mida like you're wasting your magic.
Also, roll a d20 real quick.
Well, yeah, I'm going to move closer to you, right? Like, I'm going to teleport almost next to you. 19.
No, well, I'm actually go up. It's fine.
Okay, and then where was I originally? Right here. I think it's 30 feet. Let me double check. Yeah. I will teleport 30 feet. Yep. So then I will go to like the entrance of the structure that I have created, and the only way out is directly into me. Whoa there, partner. I think we need to follow what Namir is saying and address these concerns.
Can you stop meddling for once in your life, Mida? Not everything revolves around Namira. If I want to go check and make sure that someone's still alive, don't I have every right to?
Well, I would say no, because as these flayers are quite a threat to the kingdom that we are currently in, that would be your top priority. Because if the princess is the princess is down there, she's down there, and we have a problem. We have to go deal with the mind flayers. If she's not down there, then we deal with the mind flayers, which would be a benefit to the kingdom, and she's also safe. I don't understand where like the closure that you're getting is going to be missing out on valuable time, possibly saving her if she is in fact trapped.
I am so done with people telling me what to do, Mida. I'm not an adventurer. I don't know if you've noticed or not. I'm not emboldened to your rules to save the world. I get to choose who I care about for the first time in my life. God forbid I want to go check that someone's alive because I don't know what's down there. And to be frank, neither do you. You weren't there. You didn't chase after them. You didn't see what I saw.
Well, would you want to start off your first moment in your life in choosing choosing a choice? Bad way to say it, but would you want to make a dumb decision?
Well, I don't know. I've probably made plenty.
But like the options are go to an area where you can possibly save the princess, or go to an area where the princess may or may not be. And if the princess is where you think she is, she's safe and out of harm's way. The other option is you go, you confirm your suspicion, the princess is not there, and she's in harm's way, and you know where she's at, and you wasted time going to check to see if she was there. That just seems like a very all-around dumb idea. Like, why not do the highest priority, the highest threat is the worst case scenario. She's not in a safe place, and you know where she's at, and so you go, and she's in danger, so you go and defeat the danger, save the princess, take her back to safety. Right, checking to see if she's safe in an area where there's no risk. It provides no value.
I don't know if you've noticed, but there's always a danger, and maybe, just maybe, crazy thought, boxing your friends in to confront them isn't the greatest idea. Not the best approach. Maybe give me freedom to do my own thing, but no. Cage me. That'll coax me in. I'd love to help you.
Can I walk over to
I've
my
got a great option here. Don't
I mean, yeah, we're just conversing. Well, the problem that I see here is I don't want you to make a stupid decision.
The problem I see is that you keep trying to make decisions for other people.
I didn't hear you.
Why don't we just let her make her own decisions and we can go save these people, maybe even the princess.
I'm casting.
Time is of the essence.
What?
I'm casting Phantom Steed.
All right.
We should probably get going back to the keep so that we can find the drain and then find those monsters.
Yes. Clearly, Poppy wants to go and protect a friend who's already safe rather than the friends that are going to be risking their lives. So,
Yeah.
she just
Poppy
kind
has new friends
I
now.
mentioned how despicable I find you, Namira.
Great, I find you a dumbass. So let's just keep going.
Damn!
I think just towards your keep.
I thought your instincts might be a little better than this, being on your own for a long time and running on instinct in the forest, and then I'll just
You
go
got
like
it.
I will turn my back aggressively after that in an effort to like not hear what you're saying, and then let down my wall.
I, by all accounts, quite literally tag out of the conversation, but in pleading eyes, I try to tag in Otto.
I catch your eyes. I've been listening.
I just
She's her own person. I don't know what's been going on. She hasn't told me what's been going on. But she can do what she wants. And if that involves making sure that this other person is safe, that's her choice. It sucks. I'd rather her be with us. But that's... I guess that's just who I am.
Does my character hear this?
Can I literally just say the words, can you communicate this to her?
I would say, because you probably have turned to confront Mida, but Mida's walking away from you. Rui's probably still standing there before she turns, but you probably look over past them to Otto and Kraith and probably make out that last bit of it.
I call Puff over.
As Puff flies down. Or was
Go to
fired
the
down.
castle. Go to the castle and see if you can find the princess. And then report back to me. I'll go to the keep.
Puff shoots you a quick nuzzle and flies off.
Come on, Steve, we're going to the keep.
Your fate of scene's also here. We'll just go and say.
Grab your backpack.
Keep from here.
I mean, it's a short walk, but
Okay.
it's like probably a 10-minute walk, but
Excellent.
Let me just. I was going to blow nightmare because I don't have a phantom seed, so. No, it's on fire. I was just going to put that one out there. Oh, no! So you all.
How fitting.
You're ready to keep.
By the way, Rui, who's your friend?
Great. This is Steve. He's my Fury Shadow Spirit. He helped us down in the dungeons and then might have proceeded to attack us. So he's not doing too hot right now, but he's here and he is along for the ride. Right, Steve? He can understand what we say, but he cannot talk back to us.
He's not gonna like bite us or anything, is he?
No, not if I tell him not to. Don't bite anybody.
Oh, listen, Otto, you're definitely getting Wraith vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I just like create my little shadow elf next to him,
Specifically the Shadow Elf? Yeah.
I'm making it right next to him to see what he does.
Because as a reminder, your Shadow Elf form does take the form of the female founder. Just throw that one out there.
I know.
As Adrian just tries to process what he's looking at here.
All right.
Steve, we
Dazed
got
and
focus.
confused.
Great movie.
Greatness to get to the dungeon.
The Fungin?
The sewers.
Sewers?
Namira,
Yes.
can you fly or hover or float or anything?
Which fleet like?
Just curious because it's kind of gross down there in the sewers. So I don't know if you want to put on some like boots or nothing, but I don't want you to ruin your pants.
I
don't
do
know.
appreciate your concern, but there's more pressing things at the moment than my beauty.
That's true.
Personally, I'd be very amused to see her covered in filth.
Now, Poppy, you had your hands down in that searching for rats. Okay,
Yeah, can
I
we
don't
just
think you
smash
can
cut to
talk about
Poppy
covered in
looking
filth.
disgusting while she says this shit? The flies are going everywhere.
I don't
stink
know, it'd just
flies.
be maybe nice to see Namira, get down and dirty as well, since she cares so much about these mysterious intruders.
Well, I'm sure she can. Let's start looking really great. Spread out.
Is there a dungeon? I assume it's better to start low.
A sewer grate in your bedroom.
No.
Excellent question.
Crayth and Godrix, you live down there. You can both make history checks if you want.
There we go. Maybe we'll finally learn what that flaming skeleton was. Okay, so it's a nat 20.
Nice. Who knows? Who knows if it's
Great history. So, So,
gotcha. What was your 9? Yeah, it's yours. Gotcha. If I
know where Martin is.
I just start thinking like, have I ever used the bathroom? Cray, so you just for some reason, what your mind just jumps to is that there was like a grate of some sort in the hot springs area.
Hot springs.
That would make sense.
I have a hunch.
Uh-huh.
It will also conveniently get us really clean.
Mm-hmm.
Just spit it out.
All right, I try to keep this a little on the down low, but we got some renovations here. All right, I think only Godric's really experienced it so far. Just follow me.
Great escorts your ragtag group down into the hot springs area. You see this beautiful kind of bath area. The Naya down there says, "Oh, this is quite a large group for a bath, Craig." She just looks at you mildly impressed, Craig.
Who's your friend, Craig?
It's strictly professional.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Clearly thinking something totally different.
Gleeble,
I sneeze very fakely and very loudly.
Gleeble is not a full-time member yet. I can allow. I'm sorry, you may not enter.
Oh, I look up from my digging with dirt all over. Wait, what? What do we? I just heard a lot of yelling and was digging.
Here's trying to dig down to the sewer.
Namira does not wait for a permission. It just kind of proceeds forward to the Naiad and says, "Dear Naiad, what is your name?" And she says, "Oh, hello, I'm Leafly." And she says, "Leafly, do you know of any way down under the keep?" And Leafly says, "Well, there is a spring underneath the keep that I kind of draw this stuff from. And there's a great that could take you down into there, yes." Lovely. And the Naiad shows gestures to the great and says, "Well, let's get on with it," as she just turns and gestures to the group to follow her.
Okay, well, I didn't request the Naiad specifically. It just came with it. Okay, guys. So,
I'm gonna motion to Gleeble, like, come on, let me your help.
all right, just cover his eyes. He can come through. All right, just don't want him to see.
I can just stay here and keep digging if you want. I mean, it's going to take a long time, especially if we take breaks.
We found the entrance, Gleeble.
Oh, for
Yeah. Come on. Oh, just cover your eyes. You can't see Craig's room. And his
Okay.
lady friend.
Oh,
She's a lady and a friend.
Strictly professional, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
water,
professional.
spirit, and-
Gets paid professionally.
Does she get paid?
Depends on what you consider payment.
Listen, you said it, not me.
His muscles every now and then. That's her payment.
Wait a minute, you can see that? Wait,
So, anyways,
I just do that in the mirror. Wait.
As the group begins to descend, it's notably a very different passageway than the passageway that the three of you had had entered through previously.
It is very different.
Very different angle. There's the glowing water happens much sooner.
Does it only go one direction as well?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Now, Mira, this only goes one direction, and so did the other tunnel. Wait, do I remember that?
You do remember that, yeah.
Okay, and so did the other tunnel. So they have to be down here. Or they're loose in the city. One of the two.
Always possible, but I think I would be able to see through the illusion with my artifact. But
Are we walkable by wood?
Hmm?
How is this wide enough for us to stand next to people?
it's probably wide enough for two people to stand next to each other. It's a lot more narrow than the previous corridor. There's not like a waterway per se, but there's like basically trickles of the glowing water throughout.
I see.
Anybody? Poppy, Rui, and Gleeble again. Make a nature check.
Nature or danger?
Nature.
I think a danger check.
Danger check.
19 and below, you're fine.
I got a 22. It's funny because I rolled a 19.
You say everybody or just them?
Just this.
I got a 2.
If you add
A
those
two?
together.
I got this many.
So, Poppy and Rui, you notice as you are heading down that the air at first is also different here. It's it's a lot cleaner, essentially, both by not being an actual sewer at this point, and probably the closeness to like the castle and the Naiad hot spring. But the further down you get, the lack of a better word, probably danker the smell.
Dank.
It's, there was no better word there.
No,
I promise.
yeah.
Once it hits a
I
dank
like it, I
level
like
too,
it.
I'd like to start flying, please. I don't want to touch the ground.
Yeah, sure.
Like dank in a good way or a bad way?
Certainly not.
We dank now.
We think now.
Smoking the skunk.
Just for my knowledge, who all is flying?
Me.
If the ability to fly is flying.
That'd be me.
Like,
Yeah, totally.
I guess you're just probably riding your steed at this point.
I can't fly anymore.
Well, if someone
You got
didn't want
wings
to,
anymore?
I do, but they don't work.
Well,
I guess I don't. I guess I can't fly. No, I'll
I
do it right
was
now.
gonna buy Otto something flying oriented, but
Oh.
someone snagged it first.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Who wound up buying that? Cleveland?
legal. Yeah.
Clevel's flying, Maya's flying, Rui flying, Poppy flying, everybody.
Flutter.
is just walking through it.
Otto is fly.
Otto is fly.
I can fly.
No, what?
Or
You can fly for a
Anyways,
automatron.
if you would like,
okay.
if there's a pecking order that y'all would like, go ahead and put yourselves in it.
I'd like to be in the second row behind the mirror, next to Steve.
So I guess more because it's only just enough for like two by two. So whatever order you want here in a kind of 2x2 file, you can kind of read it
This
yourself.
makes sense. I don't think I'd want to be by Namira. She isn't my favorite person.
So Poppy is coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm as far back as I can get without being in the back. We both know my combat capabilities.
So I guess we'll go here.
Right, like I am not a front fighter, and everybody knows this, right? Including Namira.
I'm going to.
Otto's Elf Shadow and Steve.
Okay, cool.
Can I have my Elf Shadow and my Echo? Is that
Uh,
possible?
You'd have to come because of the way your Ashana works. You have to combine them, I think, at this point. But you can go ahead and do
Oh
it if you
yeah,
want.
you're right. Then we're just gonna have the Elf Shadow become the Echo
Cool.
and have
And
it fit back here.
Steve looks mildly disappointed now. As mildly disappointed as a Dementor can. Yes.
Can I coat one of my knives with poison?
Sure.
Okay, I would like to do that. Coat my knife with poison.
Okay.
Are we all earnestly pre-round buffing?
Sure.
Doing it? Irrevocably?
Okay.
Depends on how long your buffs last. Oh,
Very short. That's why I'm asking. In earnest.
Can I just attune and unattune? Is that like a thing that happens quickly or no?
Attunement is like over a short rest.
Okay, then I will not do that because we did not short rest.
How long has it been since we were in the sewers?
Probably close to an hour. I'll let Steve say that, but it's probably close.
Right.
I'd like to turn invisible.
All right. Invisible with your Dampier powers or your okay.
So if you attack, you are not invisible anymore? Or is it greater invisibility?
Unless I do some snazzy shit, correct.
Oh, yeah.
So is this the pecking order?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I'm going to whisper to Steve since he's moved. Well, I'll be beside him. I don't want him to be by himself.
I corrected the pecking order. I'd
Okay.
like what is that steed?
That's Godric's Phantom Steed.
He's on top of it.
But
Do
she's
we
right.
can we have Puff beside Gleeble?
Puff's not with you.
He's at
No, he's at the castle.
Oh yeah, I made Puff go on a secret mission. Okay, never mind.
A secret mission that you told everybody.
Well, I told my dragon if y'all want eavesdropping.
Through the sewers.
Anyways, I whisper to Steve. Steve, if something comes up, can you please attack it?
I think you should be a little more specific and say when I say attack it. That seems like a very bad idea to give it very blanket.
Steve, if something attacks us, you should attack it. All of us that are in a line, all of my friends, from Namira back to Godric.
And he begins to
You should
exclusively
attack-
point at just your line. So Namira, Rudy,
Attack what I attack.
Directions unclear.
Otto's trying to figure out how he can break this rule right now.
Because it's the least relevant thing I could ever possibly do. Can I do my acid clause?
Yeah, sure.
It's so irrelevant for me.
What's
Yeah, getting.
what's
all I
the
got.
current ruling for Steve? What is his condition?
What do you mean?
Almost dead.
Almost
Oh,
dead,
yeah.
almost out of time.
He's almost
No,
said almost out of time. And he attacks on my turn and has to follow up to my
Yeah.
vocal commands. If I don't give him one, he takes a dodge action.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is what is the current condition you've given him for when we
Oh.
get into the
Attack what Ruby attacks.
That's what I attack.
attack what Ruby attacks. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't
Pretty
break that
safe.
right now.
Y'all are mad at Poppy for like being traumatized by everyone dying, but Otto's just as chaotic, so y'all know.
Oh no. Otto is leaving this door open for later because this is not the time to be talking about any of this. There is more important stuff to get through, and we'll talk about that later.
Otto,
I'm
show
sure
me
he
your
also
pins.
has my
Show me your
short
pins
list.
right now.
How many pins? How right?
Pins.
How many
You
pins
can
are
go
there?
to my room if you can find it.
Is everyone cool with this pecking order?
Ready. I have a poison dagger. I am saying that to remind myself.
I didn't want to be here, but I am.
I'll take middle anchor. Pretty good spot. Pretty good.
Ruby's been itching for this fight.
I'm ready to do nothing. I miss all of my attacks.
Godric, cheer up. You'll hit one.
I'll hit everyone.
You'll hit one and it'll be on me.
That's what we should have gotten a tinkerer to make is fire resistant fire candy fans for alternate. Bless you. So then we just get all in there and then
I'm
they
kind of on my way to
Oh, fire.
invitation wizard at some point. All right, we'll see if we can do it. Then it won't be a problem. But until then,
As you all approach from a different company than before,
Oh.
you there's a few walls in between you guys. You're kind of basically behind this wall. Namira is kind of taking point, kind of like hiding behind the wall, and she says,
seen this before.
I have eyes on one, but there's definitely something else in the room, something much larger that I sense. I don't have eyes on the princess yet.
Maybe because she's not here.
Maybe. That's such a good thought, Poppy.
Is it a big room, Namira?
Yes, it does seem to be a big room. For the flyers, it does seem to be about 50 feet high.
Excellent. Thank you for that information.
There seems to be glowing bones. Very curious. And glowing water running around.
Did Poppy tell us about that?
I think
I don't think you did.
I think I saw that.
you were shot into glowing bones. You didn't see it, yes, but you were shot. The rat was shot into glowing bones.
Oh
Namir.
yeah, I mentioned that I saw a bone pile, but
Gotcha.
I didn't know anything about it.
Gotcha.
Namir, take a peek with this. And I hand my my mirror to Kraith, to hand to Gleeble, to hand to Rui, to hand to Namir.
We do this comical passing of mirror up to Mira.
Kevin.
Ah!
Kevin's here.
Mira's gone. Well, Mira was illusion all along. Anyways, she begins to look through the mirror. There's no illusion in the room, but all of the glowing bones seem to be again heading towards whatever this creature is. That makes sense, but I can't even have demo. I can't get a visual on it.
Not even with a mirror around the corner.
Shine a mirror around the corner. Well, we could the angle. I got an angle. See about the mirror. It's honestly quite shenanigans that she got as much as she could. She gets, but she does use the mirror and gets a reflection in the water and says, and she almost stops the mirror. She goes, "Oh gosh."
She looked at her own reflection?
Looked at her, basically used the mirror to see like a reflection of the water.
Oh.
And she just goes, hand this back to Mina.
Wait, does she pass it through us all?
Does
she pass it through us all? Obviously, she has to.
Yeah, she passes through the brewery to pass through.
Can I look at it?
You don't have the angle on the.
Oh, you can't look at yourself directly in the mirror?
Oh, you can look at yourself.
No, yeah.
You see Rui in the mirror.
I'm pretty sure no one else knows what this does. Like they just see me pulling it out all the time and just like scanning, but no one's asking what it does.
Soon important.
I think I've asked you like when you first used it. Way
Maybe.
Maybe
Like,
over a year ago.
Yeah.
As it gets passed back to Mida, Mida says to mostly, she says in a whisper to the group, but mostly Otto and Rui. Now, please do not make any alarm. What I saw was the reflection of the water was a dragon covered in brainy flesh like a mind flayer with tentacles all around it. Don't suppose anyone else is familiar with one of those.
I'm gonna pass it down.
Yeah.
Hey, Label, do you know anything about a dragon covered in mind goo?
Can I roll for it, or?
I'll go ahead and right to everybody. No one has seen it before.
Can I halfway approximate what it could be?
Namira.
Yeah, can I like slowly but surely like just like look at our resident dragon expert?
This is more mind flayer at the dragon at this point, so no.
Do we have the element of surprise in the mirror? Do they know?
At the moment we seem to.
Well, then let's go.
We have Mirror making inside check report.
Do we have any team teleports to Peekaboo?
Can I just
Look at my
squeeze
resident
past you
teleportation
real
expert.
quick?
Yeah, me.
Namira,
Yes, I know.
what if I just send my echo in there real quick?
It's alerted to our presence. But
Do we think it has a name?
I see.
Don't all dragons have names?
I mean, specifically, do you know its name?
You ever met a dragon?
Yeah, Poppy has one.
Now, I don't think they're aware of our presence yet, but
Actually, I hate to tell you, that's actually a drake. You see, it's a common misconception. Now,
Say it. I didn't want to say that Puff wasn't a real dragon.
I hate to say, I have to do it to you right now.
You'll hear like a voice, not like
Soul Dragon.
I'm invisible, but just you hear Poppy's voice like, Puff is a dragon, damn it.
In canon, Soul Dragon. But anyways, Namira says, I don't sense any hostile intent, which is...
Oh, interesting. Maybe we should negotiate.
I mean, it could just be because they don't see us yet.
Give it Gleeble.
I mean, they definitely ate the rat earlier, so I don't think they're friendly. Personally, I don't, just hang out eating rats that come on arrows.
Yeah. It could just mean they don't think they're doing anything wrong, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
Isn't that just the definition of like chaotic?
But also, if the princess is in there and they were threatening the princess, there would also be hostile intent, at least.
That's true.
I would like to reiterate that I did not see the princess when I was scouting earlier, and that
Yeah.
it could have been a ruse.
But Poppy, this is a really big room. We might not have seen it all.
Yeah, but you didn't even see the princess to begin with, so I don't know why y'all are so gung-ho that she's down here.
Wait, didn't you see
What are you
her? I thought
saying?
you said we were chasing her.
Well, I thought I did, but I might not have, so maybe we shouldn't be going off of that presumption?
Poppy, can you be quiet for a little bit?
All right.
Really,
This is
Mikey,
what you are doing. And
Not that one shit to do.
Like while they're all doing what
He
they're
just got it. Got it.
I want to like whisper to Namira, can I do anything with my echo?
2 players
Get
go
us-
in the water.
Get us set up somehow.
It's good.
There's a dragon in the water.
I believe we have 2 options here. One, we charge in.
Yes.
Okay, that's what we usually do.
Pretty good.
2, we could attempt negotiations first.
And if that's not possible,
With mind players.
You might have just bring a good point. If we go in for negotiation first, there's a opportunity that whoever we send in our negotiation party could be suspect to their mind control.
I mean, that sounds alright if we say Gleeble.
don't let's
I will
don't
give
do that.
I look at Global and Steve as equally viable options.
As I am invisible
Steve,
and
Steve,
cannot be seen, I would like to proceed forward because I can.
and what if they somehow sense you?
As
Well,
Poppy,
y'all can't interject because y'all don't see what I'm doing.
It's only
Poppy,
two
as you
people wide.
push past Namira, she's going to make a grapple check.
Oh
We're in
wait,
the same hallway.
Can I do my Ashana thing?
Not as a reaction, since you would not have known that she could see you.
I bless her. I bless
Man.
Namira.
wait, so Namira's trying to grapple Poppy.
I think it's from some pre-order bonus, I think.
Oh, mine is just red poopy caca.
What was your athletics check, Poppy?
Oh, I didn't know what to roll. Does it
You're
have to
good.
be athletics? Can I roll acrobatics? Wait, it's the same thing.
Sure, you
It's
can
not
roll
good.
acrobatics.
It's an 8.
Hers is only a 4 as she tries to grab the Poppy and says, Poppy, no! As Poppy, you take it from there. Where do you decide to go?
I'm crawling on the ceiling of the tunnel towards the pool.
Okay. As you get to about there, you see the princess.
I see the princess.
See the princess right next to the dragon.
Come back now.
And then, Poppy, you hear in your mind,
I'm waiting.
voice.
are you the princess's friend? I've spoken in Draconic for all my Draconic speakers.
I thought it was only in her mind.
It is in a telepathic field of 5 miles.
Oh my. Oh my. So just random citizens can hear it?
Well, that's as far as it goes, but you all do hear Draconic in your head.
Not orc.
Not a word.
It's like a rock concert.
So he knows we're here.
Supposedly.
You speak Draconic, Label?
I, for one, do not respond to him.
Just a bunch
Okay.
of mumbo jumbo to me.
And I, for two, am
That's
looking up how my Ashana works, but I'm pretty sure I can be extra invisible.
Correct.
I can't find where my Ashana powers are, to be honest. I only half remember them, but I'm gonna use the thing, Garrett.
Use the thing.
Does anything that you
We-
said sound like a name? Does anything that was in my head sound like a name? You know how you can like kind of tell when something's a different language? and
Poppy.
it is-
He
Yeah,
didn't
that's
say
right.
Poppy. He said, "Who are you, the
Oh,
princess's friend?"
Alright, sorry, yeah. So no.
Okay, never mind.
Um
Now you can tell. Like typically, it's like McDonald's, and you're like, oh, okay, that's clearly.
so
Any
Poppy,
cognates between Draconic and Elvish?
you can expend a hit die to do true
How many
invisibility.
How many hit die do I have?
Up to your character level.
Okay, yeah, I'll expend a hit die for that.
And it will still be broken. I mean, still broken as normal for making an attack. So you have to,
Cool.
and then you have to spend a hit die every turn. So once we roll initiative, we'll also do that.
Whatever, I'll do it.
As you are visible, you frame that as if you were going to do something else as well.
And what?
You have framed that as if you were going to do that first and then something else.
Oh, no, he noticed that I was there and was speaking to me, so I was like, oh, better be extra hidden.
Um,
So you're not going to come and tell us what's
Oh.
going on?
Well,
hilarious,
I'm kind of in danger right now.
hilariously. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Now the Draconic kind of shifts to your group. Do any of you speak the dragon tongue?
I'm going to look at Craig. Are you here?
Again, in Draconic, so anybody.
I mean, I assume we all can tell it's Draconic because Poppy has spoken in Draconic before, right? So yeah, I will also do the looking at Kraith.
Yeah,
That
I
might
feel
be
like
it.
everyone's heard me and Kraith talk in this language before.
I'm gonna say no in plain English.
English.
Common.
English.
Plain fantasy English common.
I will simply say I.
What was that? Was that a grumble? What'd you say? Great, like out of character.
Very much mumble under breath. I like affirmative.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
Aye,
Ye.
Captain. I can't hear you. Oh.
Namir speaks up. Can you please, maybe we can negotiate in terms that all of our friends can understand. And the dragon goes. Poppy, you can no longer hear this, by the way. Just by the way.
So he's talking to us?
Yep.
He can like choose who hears him.
Basically, you can't choose to make you hear him at the moment. It's all telepathic.
Oh, because I'm hidden. Wait, that doesn't. Even though he has a radius, he has to choose who hears him.
He cannot choose you to hear him, basically. It's not like he cannot detect your mind to send thoughts to.
Got it.
You just turn on airplane mode.
Pretty much.
La la la, I can't hear you. La la la, I can't hear
But to
you.
you, of course, it just sounds like he stopped. He has not made a noise to you. Does not seem to be moving towards you, but he is like, from your perspective, eyeing the princess and or the wall that your friends are hiding behind.
Got it.
As your cues, and he says, in common now for that group.
Excellent.
I am not as familiar with this common thing, but I will speak it so that you all can hear my plea.
This is telepathic.
Yeah, telepathic in common.
Okay.
Me?
Telepathically, who is this? Who are you?
Refugees
Who are we?
of a city in the Underdark.
Of the Underdark or of the Underdark?
The Underdark.
Okay.
Well, with whom am I telepathically conversing?
The rejected king.
Oh shit.
Of the Underdark?
of the mind flayers.
I'm gonna put a pin in that one. Go on.
Might I ascertain the title, the what to call you other than the title of the thing that you just said out loud that I don't remember, but Maya remembers. Yeah, that. I'll also say Your Highness. Sorry, retcon. Back it up, Your Highness.
Make a persuasion check. Why not?
Persuasion. Oh, that's so slow. Unnatural 20. Oh, unnatural 10. You motherfucker.
Unnatural 10.
10. Yes. It was going to be a 20.
He just continues on. I was ejected from my throne because of a being that I am aware you Ashanans are well familiar with, thanks to the memories of the princess. A being known as Is-This has stolen my throne.
Is that the same one that we fought?
Yeah, yes, that is the Yanti from Hero Backstory.
You can really call that a fight.
We just pretend like metaphorically whistle along like nothing.
I have come here to plead with your king to help my people. I connected with the princess in order to make a conversation with the king. My followers have been watching you all closely through this tournament, as you call it, seeing which of these adventuring groups would get close to the king so that I may relay a message to him.
So he has the princess, but he needs an adventurer's help to relay the message to the king.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's the words he is choosing.
I had my group following you first before the princess presented a new opportunity.
I see.
And Princess Mabel in the Mind Hive goes, hi, I mean, I know I was like handmaiden before, but what Mr. Thudrin said was correct.
Who?
He came here and connected with my thoughts. That's all of the voices down here because I was curious. His thoughts weren't hostile. He wanted to make a plea to my father.
May I insight?
Sure.
While he's doing that, I'm going to tell Princess Mabel. You meant to tell me that you came down to the sewers by yourself because you heard somebody in your thoughts.
I wanted to prove to my father that I could be brave and be an adventurer.
Well, it was pretty brave, but it was also a little stupid. But that's okay. That's neither here nor there because we're here now, and that's fine.
Well, my father does say that it takes a little bit of stupid to be an adventurer. That's
he's not wrong.
I'm gonna raise my hand.
12, by the way.
I can't see your hand. 12.
12.
It all seems genuine, seems level, but it's through the mind and through kind of a entity that is unlike very aberrant, we'll call it. Very hard to just determine emotions or anything like that, emotive.
Okay.
So it cannot see my hand.
No, sure cannot.
Damn. Okay. Well, was my hand still raised? How can we trust you? And what's in it for us?
You may take the princess back as a sense of my trust.
So if I
Again.
come down there right now, I'm safe to hold her hand and bring her back with us.
You don't even have to do that. She can come to you if you do not trust it. Of course, you should tell the friend whose mind I can no longer detect to do the same.
All right, that's great. I don't even know where she is, so we're both in the same boat.
Well, she has not heard any of this conversation, so if you could say it out loud, maybe she'll respond to you. I cannot verbalize my thoughts.
This is like a group chat, right?
All right, I'm gonna walk down the stairs.
Okay,
I mean-
you see this abomination as you walk around the corner?
Oh my
Let me-
god,
let me-
how's it going? Anyways, princess, hello. Poppy, if you're in this room, hello. He can't talk to you anymore because you've gone super dark mode. I don't know why. I don't care. Anyways, he's allowing us to take the princess back as a show of good faith to help him with his troubles.
Without saying anything, I scurry down the ceiling and I just sort of grab onto Otto's arm in like a calming way, hoping that he doesn't react.
I'm gonna
what-
tense up real quick.
Since you're a warforged, we'll say that it's not detectable, especially by the blind dragon.
Any bag of holdings and portable holes? Anyone? No one? Okay.
Princess, you may be.
Bye.
The only reason she stayed down there is that we had sensed pursuers earlier and wanted to ensure there were not any danger to her.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. That was our friend, the invisible one. She was trying to protect the princess. She didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, she shot some rats at us. It was very strange.
You know, that was. Did you see Steve?
Yes, we were curious
gonna,
about
like-
his presence as well.
Dart my eyes to where my arm's being held. And I can't scowl, but I hope Poppy's receiving this emotion.
I'm digging my nails into your arm, just like
All right, this is great. This is fantastic.
Uh,
Sir, what's your name again?
The rejected king, Thludrin.
Fludrin?
Thludrin.
Is there like a shorthand I can call you?
The rejected king.
That
Are
sounds really sad, and I'm so sorry. Listen, we're gonna do our best, princess. Let's go talk this over with Papa and figure this out.
And she begins to walk as she gets just past the mind flayers.
Mm-hmm.
Thludrin dies.
What?
Wait, what?
Can you elaborate on that?
As he begins to keel over,
No.
everyone connected to the group chat begins to hear. You feel his presence fade. The three mind flayer followers of him also immediately died from this reaction.
Otto, whatever's happening, maybe you should undo it.
Reactionary chain.
I look right into Mabel's eyes. Do I see anything?
She is surprised and scared as well. She turns to see the three figures all die
The hell?
from a single source, apparently. But clapping up this hallway, which we're kind of put on screen, you see Kelxador.
F this.
Ooh.
the snake.
Yeah.
I assume I didn't feel any sort of arcana thing happening.
Like our minds weren't shattered as they died.
You would not have been able to see him or within range. Otherwise, counterspell. Or otherwise, I would have asked if you wanted to counterspell.
Yeah, okay.
But he seemingly has killed the dragon in one fluid motion as he says, "Mighty adventurers, thank you for saving the princess."
Can we just hear him around the corner?
As he approaches up this kind of walkway. We all would have walked from earlier. Would have been able to walk from earlier. But that is where we'll cliffhang today. Thank you for watching. Thanks to all the usual resources we use, Patreon.com for all the maps and things like that, D&D Beyond, character creation stuff, tokens and stuff from like Roll20 Marketplace and Meg, Roll20 for Elite T and all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, that's will be it tonight. Next week we are just doing some fun Jackbox games. Tune in for that. We just have a little bit of fun on the stream. We'll be back with Ashana Rising in 2 weeks after this fun cliffhanger. That will be it. We'll see you in 2 weeks for Ashana.
And have a mighty fine week.